While most people in IT tend to focus on their technical abilities, that can lead to limitations in upward mobility. In other words, it's difficult to get a promotion if you can't effectively communicate your ideas. My name is Kevin Miller. I'm the founder and CEO of Delta Technology, where we are opening IT to change. My goal with this course is to help you understand why communication skills are so important and to help you improve your communication. You may hear some audio differences throughout the course. That's because I've updated it a few times over the years and used better equipment each time.
Let's jump right in. Here is the problem we are going to solve in this module. Poor communication leads to misunderstanding, which leads to uneasiness, rework, delays, higher cost, lower confidence, and a poor reputation. Added time and cost can jeopardize the success of whatever it is you are trying to do. Low confidence and a bad reputation are difficult things from which to recover. I'm going to discuss 3 roles: a customer, an employee, and a boss, and review some of the issues caused by poor communication for each role. Let's start off with a customer. We are all customers. Each and every one of us has purchased goods and services in our lifetime. If we are not clear on what we want, we will most likely end up disappointed with what we get. We could also end up paying too much or waiting too long to receive it. Let's meet Carter. Carter drives a brand new but very dirty car and is looking to get it detailed. Carter drives his new car to the new local car wash and sees their most expensive option is a full-service wash, which costs less than he expects, so he requests it. When his car is delivered to him, he sees it was washed, dried, and the tires shined up, but the interior was not touched. Carter complains to the boss, Wendy, that he did not get the service he expected. He explains that other car washes include an interior detailing service with their full-service wash, and cannot understand why this car wash doesn't do the same. Wendy counters that they've never included interior detailing in their full-service wash and delivered exactly what Carter requested, and that he should have asked what was included in the full-service wash if he wasn't sure. This is classic finger-pointing over poor communication. Regardless of who you side with in this scenario, in the end, Carter didn't get what he wanted, and the car wash missed out on an opportunity for more business this time and potentially more business in the future if Carter decides not to return. Even if Wendy gives Carter this car wash for free, Carter still didn't get what he wanted. And if Wendy sends it back through for a detail service, Carter loses time and already lost his patience arguing the issue. It's up to both parties to ensure the provider of goods or services knows what the customer expects to receive. The customer may always be right, but in this scenario, Carter didn't go to the car wash to be right. He went to the car wash for a full detail service. Each party could have done a better job communicating to ensure what Carter wanted was what was delivered. Let's move on to employees. Have you ever called a service desk to report an issue, only to have the person who answered the phone tell you that he or she needs to escalate it? Whenever I hear this, I instantly get a sense of fear that I'm never going to hear anything back. I'm willing to bet you do too. Too often the first point of contact poorly communicated my issue off to someone else and moved on to the next call. My issue gets lost in a black hole, never to be seen or heard from again. This leads to a delay in resolving the problem, frustration when I don't hear anything and call back, rushing to fix the problem, and a loss of my confidence in the company, and a worse reputation if I tell others about the experience. There is also the issue about making assumptions because something was poorly communicated or not communicated at all. Often these assumptions lead to working on the wrong things, which requires rework, or working on extra things that are not needed. One of the worst things that can happen with poor communication by employees is a watermelon status. This is where everything looks green, good, on the outside, but is red, bad on the inside, like a watermelon. This leads to unrealistic expectations. Telling a boss about a problem allows the boss to work on a resolution. Hiding a problem due to fear or hope of recovery in the time remaining paints a false picture of the situation and can have serious consequences for the employee and the boss, who also communicated a watermelon status up the chain of command. What about poor communication from a boss? Have you ever wondered to yourself if you were doing what you were supposed to be doing? Sure you have. We all have. According to Gallup, if you want to inspire employee performance, quote, when it comes to knowing what's expected of them, employees need more than a job description. They must know when they're performing well and when they're not, end quote. It's up to the boss to effectively communicate expectations to inspire employee performance. If the boss is unable to do this, it will lead to employees having low morale and eventually leaving. Don't wait for the annual review time to tell your team how they are performing. If the boss is unable to effectively communicate with customers, those customers will lose confidence in the boss's ability to manage and deliver.
For more content like this, visit deltatechnology.net and follow me on social media.